I'm Randy Reid, editor of the Edison Report in Designing Lighting, and I'm here with James Tu, the chairman and CEO of Energy Focus. James, welcome.
Thank you, Randy.
It's so nice to have you.
Thank you.
Tell our audience first just a little about your decision to exhibit at LightFair this year.
Sure.
And how many times have you been at LightFair?
Actually, the company has been LightFair pretty consistently over the past 10 years, I would say. I was with the company before, and I joined the company again in 2019. So this
as CEO?
As the CEO, chairman and CEO. And we decided to exhibit because we feel that we want to be part of the community. I mean, this is a very tough year. I mean, last year was tough, obviously. But obviously, if the LightFair decided to cancel it, we want to be here. But they were going forward, so we went along with it, and we love to be part of this community. It's I mean, you know very well, this industry has been going through a lot of changes, probably unprecedented changes.
Right. And today we hear of a big change.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think we all need to be part of this community that makes so much difference to people's lives. Everybody knows that people spend 90% of the time indoor.
Sure.
Lighting is a big part of it, and we want to continue to innovate and bring impactful products to the world. And I think the lighting industry has a great opportunity doing that.
We've sure seen some neat products coming from your company in the last few years. Talk about the new age of lighting a little bit and human-centric lighting and what that means for you guys.
Sure. So lighting, as we all know, that it's been there, artificial lighting, electric lighting, or since 1880s, so it's been almost 140 years now, right?
Sure.
and I would say that the first 100 years, 120 years, probably all about one thing, which is illumination, right? I mean, it's giving out light, and that really has changed almost the face of civilization, if you think about it, because people now can spend so much time indoor. So lighting really has revolutionized the civilization. And then the past 20 years, obviously, we saw that the rise of LED lighting, which did pretty much one thing, which is making lighting more efficient. So now you have more efficient illumination. Right? What we are seeing about the new age of lighting, or the human-centric lighting age, is that now lighting can impact human lives, wellness, a lot more strongly than ever before. And I think the first of this type of impact is circadian lighting. And if as you know, circadian rhythm was not even discovered until probably 20 years ago, and the Nobel Prize winners just received their prizes because of discovery only in 2017. So it's a relatively new science, but you now have a lot more other researchers showing how lighting impact not just the circadian rhythm, but also human well-being.
Right.
And I think there are a lot of technologies that could be developed to make lighting a lot more impactful to human health.
And Sun Cycle is your product for human-centric lighting?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the product.
So Sun Cycle is sort of the second generation of our product called InFocus. InFocus is a power line-based communication control platform, where you can just replace the wall switch and the lamps to conduct the lighting controls. So we are basically leveraging the existing power line from the switch. So you don't need to have wireless protocol introduced, so you don't have the security issue or complexity issue, and you don't have to pull another 0 to 10 wire as well. And that dramatically
so retrofit.
reduce. Yeah, retrofit, but also new construction. Think about it. In new construction, if you want to introduce lighting controls, it's kind of complicated, because now who is going to be able to do that, right? When they take over the building or homes.
Right.
So by building that into the switch and the wire, the capability, you can have a new home or a new building with lighting controls built in. I think that's gonna introduce functionalities like circadian lighting much easier.
Okay, so what industries do you envision selling your Sun Cycle to? What
Sure.
industries are going to?
Sure, we are launching Sun Cycle in the next 2 months or so, by the end of the year, January timeframe. And Sun Cycle, what's different about Sun Cycle is that we also build in autonomous circadian lighting into it. So throughout the day, there were a few modes that it will change, automatically.
All right, I want to understand this, autonomous and automatically. So the user does not go and change the color.
They can.
They can, But it's going to come pre-programmed.
It's programmed based on your preference. So you can wake up 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's the starting of your day.
I understand.
You can choose morning, and you'll go from morning to afternoon.
So for shift workers, that would be great.
Yes, you can choose it's a very personalized circadian lighting platform.
Okay.
Because everybody is a little bit different. If you think about it, everybody's life these days are different. You could be off by a few hours. There are also night shift workers. So they have different need to adjust their circadian rhythm.
Okay,
and this is the personalized circadian lighting system that give you the ability to dim, to color tune, but also perform autonomous circadian lighting throughout the day.
Okay, understood. Now, you are launching this product in a few months, but you are displaying it at LightFair here today.
Yeah, we're displaying only the prototype.
Okay,
yes.
Excellent. And tell our audience a little bit about germicidal UVC, chemical-free UVC, and what you're doing there.
Sure. So that's another application of human-centric lighting. So how do you impact human wellness and health? With the rise of the pandemic, we feel that we know lighting. We are always the innovator in the lighting industry. So we want to be able to develop something for the post-pandemic world. We never look at the pandemic as something for us to have a gold rush. We never develop something just for that. We believe that this is a permanent change of awareness of sanitation and hygiene, and UVC has been proven to be the most effective way to disinfect. And the purifiers in the market today, they perform a different function. They were designed to capture the allergens. They were not designed to disinfect the pathogens.
Okay, I agree.
So that's why I think most people, there are two issues with air purifiers for disinfection. One is obviously you are not sure if it's working. Right? And before, if you have an allergy, that's one thing.
Right.
But now
this is life and death.
Exactly. And the second thing is that the typical air purifiers use HEPA filters or other filters, and they need constant, frequent change of filters. Maintenance, the cost, the headache, the hassle, but also when you change the filters, they could be dirty, they could be hazardous, they could also be because they don't really kill the pathogens.
Right. They trap it.
They trap it. Exactly. We found that UVC has been very effective. So the problem with UVC in this type of application is really because UVC can inactivate or kill the pathogens. So it will also damage, obviously, your skin or eyes, right, if it's strong enough. So how do you have a function where you can have powerful UVC, but not let it leak outside of the devices that will harm people? So that's the blocker technology we have developed throughout this product.
And this morning in my Today in Lighting broadcast, I discussed the robot that you have on the floor.
Yes.
Now, I haven't seen that yet. Tell our audience a little bit.
You'll be seeing it around.
Okay.
That's space. Yeah. So that's another product that we have developed, and we developed for two things. One is that we never position ourselves as the sort of a lighting company. We always position ourselves as a lighting technology company, and I believe that's the future of the lighting industry. You have to put together the technology to make the product a lot more impactful. I wouldn't. That it's not perfect analogy with the electric car, but if you look at electric car, it's a combination of software, battery, electrical, and mechanical engineering, right?
Right.
Lighting, I think, is the same thing. Lighting is a medium to make that impact, but you have a lot of the technologies like software, AI, and all that could make lighting a lot more powerful. So when we look at the whole post-pandemic world leveraging UVC power, we obviously look at air. Air disinfection is the most important thing because you need to disinfect people when they are there, right? And this is why we developed the product, the tower or the traveler, that is more focused on personal space. Because the personal space, that's where you can actually disinfect, right? You can have a very effective HVAC system, even with UV in the duct. But when you and I talking here, you got it if I have it. So how do you have that technology that is actually very portable?
And that's what the tower.
That's what the tower and the traveler. Traveler, you can actually put in the cup holder in the car as well.
Really?
You can be portable.
Never thought of that.
Yeah. So we're going to be showing here. So we are launching that on November 12th on our website and a few partners' website and basically start selling. But then you got a surface disinfection capability that needs to be addressed, like that demand needs to be addressed. So we think that what's the most effective way to do that? In the past, there are some kind of robots that people have developed for medical applications, for hospitals. Right. We feel that it's too expensive, too slow. If you want to start disinfecting massive places, just like Java Center, you need to be fast, you need to be effective, and you need to do that autonomously.
And when you say fast, are you talking about your robot moving fast?
The robot is moving.
Not fast to market, but your robot moving fast.
Yeah, we'd like to be fast to market too.
Okay.
But,
okay, and I think you are.
But we have to, all these products were developed after March last year, right? So we try to do as fast as we can, but it takes time, for the technology to be developed. But for the robot, it moves about 18 inches per second. So it can sweep about 10,000 square feet an hour. Right?
So much faster than my Roomba.
Well, your Roomba has a very different purpose than Java Center. What Java Center needs.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, there's no conflict there. We are not competing with Roomba. But for the robot, it's really for massive places, right? It wouldn't be applicable to like a small retail store, right? You wouldn't need that. But when you have a university stadium, you have a Java conventional center, you have large office buildings, hospitals. That's when you want precise, powerful, and fast, and autonomous robot. Because if you don't do it autonomously, you're gonna use a lot of labor, and that's one thing. But you're not sure if it's this.
Is the robot on the market now, and are you selling it?
We are taking pre-orders.
Okay.
But we are launching it the first quarter of next year.
And how do you sell that?
This is actually, by the way, our third generation robot. We've been developing, but we have not launched it because we want to make sure that it's so easy to use. Because when we sell this robot to people, you want to make sure that the facility managers know how to run it. It's the machine, right?
All right, how do you go to market with that?
So we have already tested this product with a few large customers, and some of them actually have tested, and obviously Java Center will be using it. Right. So we'll obviously be targeting really large businesses. We do have some lighting agencies that have those connections to end users. So we absolutely will be working with them on that as well. Okay. We are trying to bring also the price to be affordable, more affordable than a typical similar function robots. But I think the exciting thing is that all these products are leveraging technologies, the latest technologies, to bring these impacts a lot more affordable and accessible.
Right. Okay, well, James, congratulations. It's a real pleasure talking with you. And thank you for coming to LightFair.
Thank you.
Supporting the industry.
Absolutely. Thank you.